This is the 70mai A800, the Osmo Action, Akaso Brave 7LE, and Akaso Brave 6 Plus. So you can compare all four cameras on my dash. Hi everyone, Richard here. I'm testing out the 70mai A800 dash cam with action cams. So I have the Osmo Action, I have the Akaso Brave 7LE, and I have the Akaso Brave 6 Plus, all shooting in 4K 30 frames per second. I'm currently in the car. It's very dark in the morning. It's about 6:40, and I have the car room light on so that you can see my face. I'm going to turn it off and see which camera can still grab image of my face without any light. So it's very dark. I only have street lights as well as vehicle lights that are coming from behind and the front. So do check out how does my face details look like in the low light, and which camera can do best in capturing low light inside the car. Let's turn off the light one by one. So this is one light off, and then the other light will be turned off. So do you still see my face on the action cameras? I can see that both the Osmo Action and the Akaso Brave 7LE, which has a front screen
The display is on.
that is quite dark, so I'm not sure if it's grabbing my face. Any image is coming out from there, and we can also compare it with the 70mai A800 if there's any image coming out, how clear it is and how bright it is. So again, we want to compare the ISO noise level. Is it very noisy for the dash cam under this extreme low light, and is it very noisy for the action cams? So I'll on the light again. That's how the camera is picking up. Now I can see my face on both the Osmo Action and the Akaso Brave 7LE, and but because the Brave 6 Plus doesn't have a front screen, so I won't be able to see it. And the dash cam, the screen is behind, so I won't be able to see as well. So you can pair it to your phone and view your dash cam from the phone app itself. Testing it out because it seems the low light capability on the dash cam is very good, and because it's using the IMX415 8-megapixel camera, the sensor, and because it's got a larger pixels to the sensor, it's able to pick up more light in the low light environment, whereas the Osmo Action has 12 megapixels, and both the Akaso is actually rated at 20 megapixels, but I'm not sure if it's that good, especially on the low light. I will turn the camera around, and you can see the difference on the road in front, and I'll do a low light test where there's not much lights on the road, and you can see the difference between all four cameras, and catch by yourself. So now I have all the four cameras pointing to the road and the sky. Can you see the difference between all four? The 70mai A800, Osmo Action, Akaso Brave 7LE, and Akaso Brave 6 Plus. So you can see the road is lit by the road lights and my headlamps. sky is the sun is coming up, so it's breaking. So we shall do a quick low light test at the McDonald's and drive through. So I've turned off all the EIS on the action cameras because EIS don't work very well in the dark. It will become very wobbly and shaky in terms of pixels. It will not stabilize when it's pitch dark, so the image will become soft and jello. So I've turned it off. So anyway, the dash cam doesn't have any EIS as well, so a fairer comparison between all four. So now I'm at McDonald's. The lights are off, there's no street lamp here, and what you see is the road and the sky only. So I'm going to turn off my headlamp, and this is pitch dark. Do you see the road on the 70mai dash cam or Osmo Action or the Akaso Brave 7 and Akaso Brave 6 Plus? So this is how it looks like in the pitch darkness. McDonald's lights are off. We shall do a drive-through with my headlamps off, and let me on back the headlamps. Okay, let's go to McDonald's drive-through. So we are at McDonald's, and I'm gonna turn off the light and drive through McDonald's in the pitch dark. So McDonald's on the right. All I see is the sky from the screen, and the roads are all black. I'm not sure how it's coming out for the others. McDonald's gonna wonder why am I driving through with my headlamps off. So that's a quick low light test, pitch dark at McDonald's with the sky coming up. The sun is coming up, and but it's quite dark if you turn off the headlamps. So just a quick test, and just a quick test for comparison, because I wonder whether if you want to use the action cam for dash cam, because some of the action cams have driving mode. It's just like the Akaso, they have driving mode. You can mount it as a dash cam, but bear in mind, if you're shooting at 4K, the action cams become very hot. So I'm not sure if you want to use it for long hours, long journeys. If you're driving like 3 hours, 6 hours on a long trip, you may not want to use the action cam all the way, because it gets very hot, and if it's overheating, you will shut down as well. And the other thing is your footage, you can't store so much in the 64GB SD card that I'm using. The dash cam is able to store more videos because it has a lower bit rate. It's going at about less than 30 megabits for the file size, whereas the action cams, they go up to 100 megabits like the Osmo Action, and it is about 40 to 50 on the Akasos. So you can't store too much video on the 64GB SD card that I'm using. So here's just a comparison, and I hope you all like the video, and do give me comments below on the on my comment section, which camera you like the most, or you prefer the dash cam or the action cams. So the 70mai A800 again is shooting at 4K 30, and the Osmo Action and Akaso are also shooting at 4K 30. So do give me a thumbs up if you like the video, do subscribe for my next video, and have a nice day. See you. Bye.